Hello everybody, it's Joe Bag Donuts here. Welcome back to another episode of Umineko. Last time we left off, Ava supposedly cracked the code. Maybe. I don't know. She thinks she cracked the code at least. Now she's off. I don't know. Trying to get it? Trying to find the key. The key to the Golden Land. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll keep reading. I don't really have much to say right now, other than I just finished recording a session of Mahoyo. So, if you want to dive deep into the Masterverse, go check it out. It got uploaded a couple days ago from your guys' perspective, but it's there. It's there. Go read it. Go read it. And when you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Anyway, let's just hop in. Stop it. Stop talking.
こっちへ回れってことよね。こいつらが私をこっちへ回れと誘ってるもの。
She seemed pretty spooked, at least by what she found. My heart leapt, because there, gaping wide, was the open mouth of eerie darkness. Goatsy.
何よこれ。
I was about to say, did I accidentally skip the text? Because that sounded like the waveforms just got cut off instead of someone catching their own words. When I strained my eyes, peering into the darkness, I saw something that looked like a light switch. In addition, there was a switch with open and close written on it. Oh. I resolutely pushed the switch for the lights, and rough lights, almost like you'd seen a coal mine or something, flickered on sporadically, making a staircase that stretched underground come hazily into view. It was creepy how it now looked even more gloomy with the lights turned on. Other than the light switch, there was also a switch with open and close written on it. I could probably open and close it with this, but if I was unlucky enough to find that the open part was broken, it might be closed up in this creepy underground area for all eternity. So for the time being, I didn't touch the open-close switch. And as I readied my gun again, I slowly went down the stairs. We found the lab level in any good old survival horror Resident Evil game. Beat the mansion. I guess the guest house would be the guardhouse? I don't know. Now we're in the sewers. Or the lab. One of the two. The sewers usually connect to the lab level, so... And we're mushing it all together. Because the ceiling was very high, it didn't feel cramped. On the contrary, it felt as though a cool breeze was blowing upwards. I even sensed a spiritual presence from the eeriness of it. With my gun at the ready, carefully staring forwards, I continued descending the stairs. The walls, the stairs, the lights, all of them were very old-fashioned. Maybe beyond doubt that this had been made at the same time that the mansion had been constructed on this island. Yes, the very old-fashioned construction of 30-odd years ago. There were cracks in the ceiling, and water clung to the walls, constantly dripping down. That water fell into a gutter which had been set up alongside the stairs, and quickly and silently flowed into the underground darkness. It was as though it was telling me to go faster. The staircase... Man, I keep wanting to say scarecase. The staircase turned back on itself a number of times. It's hard to tell how far underground I'd gone, but I thought it to be much deeper than one floor. And eventually, a rough metal door showed itself. And there, characters had been written in dark red paint. They had probably been written a long time ago. On the 10th twilight the journey ends, and you shall reach the home of the gold. My heart, which is already about to explode, jumped out even more as soon as I read those deep red characters. There's no mistake. This is the last stop. Father's Golden Land. I calmed my throbbing heart, somehow regained my composure, and readied the gun again. But since, in the end, I couldn't open the door with my gun held in both hands, I lowered the gun, carefully eased my breath and opened the door. Rest? Is this save room music? My first impression when I saw the room was to question whether it might have been connected to one of the rooms in the mansion. Yes, this place had exactly the same atmosphere about it from the forbidden VIP room on the second floor. But this was underground, so there were no windows. There was only the solemn light of a grand chandelier. But the quality of the interior, dimly lit by that faint light, was more than enough to take your breath away. Oh, look at that! Big old stack of gold! Bed with a canopy and a rocking chair that looked like it would be very comfortable to sit in. An extravagant sofa and carpet. The room was like a dream every girl yearns for at least once. And yet, since it was an underground hidden room with no windows, it actually felt more like it could be a hidden house of a witch. I'd never swallowed the legend of Beatrice, Witch of the Forest. However, if you were shown this room, it would certainly become hard to doubt that she actually had existed and had lived in here.
誰かいる
Though I was dumbfounded by this room, I timidly, kept my gun raised and searched the interior. And, in the center of the room, I found it. My gasp came out strangely, as though a bunny was being choked. I mean, after finding something like this, no one would have any words other than that stupid voice.
本当にあったお父様の宝が
On the opposite side of the canopy bed, it was piled in a massive heap. A mountain of gold ingots! Of course, they weren't piled up carelessly in a way that would damage the dignity of this room. A beautiful scarlet satin weave was laid out on the mountain of gold, creating a beautiful three-colored mix between the red, the gold, and the black of the deep darkness. It was as though, when the witch slept on this bed, the gold would be a respectful chamberlain waiting on her. Nobly, refinedly, gracefully, beautifully. It was piled there with an imposing yet ceremonious air. I tried to grasp a single gold ingot and was surprised at its weight. It was probably about 10 kilograms. Just this one ingot would easily be worth 10 million without a doubt. The Ushirmiya family crest, the one-winged eagle, was lightly imprinted on it. It's hard to tell whether it had worn away, or whether the impression had been made carelessly in the first place. But it was certainly the crest of the one-winged eagle. Just how many ingots are piled up here? Just by roughly multiplying both sides, and multiplying that by the height, it'll surely come to over several hundred. My mind's already blank, I can't calculate it properly. Even a conservative count would put it easily above 1 billion yen.
そりゃそうよそうに決まってるわよだって10トンの黄金よ時価にして200億円の黄金よ
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
見つけたわ
Alright, now, when's the other shoe gonna drop?
私が見つけたわ
Yeah, fucking yuck it up. In front of the mountain of gold, I spread my arms and looked up at the ceiling. A laugh without a trace of dignity flowed out of my entire body. I had no intention at all of laughing in such a weird way, but I just couldn't hold back the happy feeling that flowed throughout my entire body. That older brother of mine probably wouldn't accept his loss just because I had found this gold. But from now on, there would be no changing the fact that I had been the one to find the gold. To steal the headship of the family, I'll still probably need some subtle tactics. But after everything I've gone through until now, it's a completely trivial problem. Even if I lose out on the inheritance of the Ushirmiya family and everything, this 20 billion yen's worth of gold's now mine and mine alone.
世にはお金で買えないものなんていくらでもあると思ってた。
I mean, but with this much money.
そんなのは嘘っぱちだって今
Yeah, there's just something poor people tell themselves to not feel bad about being poor.
そんなのは持たざる者の自分への言い訳だったのよ。この黄金の山を前にして私はやっとそんな当たり前を理解したわ。この世のすべての幸せはこの黄金を溶かすことで生み出すことができる。
Don't melt it.
このお金があれば夫の会社はもう大丈夫。私たち家族
You know,
は
it's already in ingots.
ずっと
There's
幸せ。
no real point in melting it down. Just make it harder to transit.
そしてジョージにも莫大なお金を残してあげることができる。
Yeah, shame about Shannon.
他の親戚たちなどやがては没落して消えるわ。その時ジョージはこの黄金を使って失われた後宮家の遺構を
And then the cycle
まる
repeats.
でお父様がそうしたように復興させてみせるのよ。その時誰も異論を挟めないわ。ジョージこそが後宮家の本当の跡継ぎなのよ。
I mean, even, not counting the gold, George would probably be a better successor than Jessica anyway. It happened. My wish was granted. The dream I have wished for ever since I was born into this world as Ushurmiya Ava has been granted completely in this very moment. My husband and I will be happy for all eternity. I can also give my only son, George, eternal happiness. There's no way I'll waste it on foolish pleasures. My older brother has chewed up the Ushurmiya family. George and I will revive it. And that means that we truly have succeeded the headship of the Ushurmiya family.
成し遂げたわ。やったわ。あなたジョージ。私は母さんはついに成し遂げたわ
Yeah,
よ。
it's going real well
もうこれで誰に
for
も
so early
脅かされない。
in the chapter. That's right. After this, never again will we be smothered by sad nights.
おめでとう、私。おめでとう。後宮エヴァ。私たちの悲しい半生は、今
What
こ
is
こ
this? The
に、す
fucking
べての念願
ending
が
of
叶って
Evangelion?
消化されたわ。
Not the end of Evangelion, the end of the TV series.
あなたのおかげよ。
Congratulations all around.
あなたの魔法があったからこのチャンスに恵まれた。このチャンスがあった
The
から
magic of a believing heart.
私はここにたどり着くことができた。
ありがとう。でも私の魔法は、私たちが互いに信じ合わなくちゃ叶えることができなかった。
And then we all lived happily ever after.
だから私の魔法の力だけじゃない。
My brain and mouth are mush because, I just recorded 2 hours of another VN.
私たちの勝利よ。
Now, good for being warmed up, but
だからこそ、おめでとう、私たち。
goodbye.
Arigato.
Goodbye, past Ava.
Watashi-
Bye.
ありがとう後宮エヴァ。今日までくじけなくてよかった。悲しみに溺れあがくことを忘れなくてよかった。いいえ
Yep, you were on that fucking grind set. Non-stop,
私
24/7.
たちの魔法。あなたの魔法は本物だったわ。森の魔女ベアトリーチェなんてすでに幻想。あなたこそが本当の魔法が使える本当の魔女。そうよ。あなたこ
Alright,
そが今
now
や
you're starting to lose it.
黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェなのよ。
Getting a little carried away there, Ava. So what now? Do you just go back and be like, hey guys, I win? Ava decided to leave that place for the time being. And when she climbed up the stairs again, trying to leave this secret place, She saw a creepy, swaying human shadow blocking her path. Their dreamlike state was blown away. Shoot first, ask questions later. For an instant, she believed that the true master of this room, the real Beatrice, had appeared. It seemed that the other person was also holding a gun. The two of them were pointing guns at each other. And eventually, they realized who the other was.
Rosa. 姉さん、こんなところで何をしているの?
Sorry, Rosa, you're a little late.
お互い様よ。あなたこそこんなところへ何のご用? 姉さんにヒントをあげるんじゃなかったわ。
Well, we know Rosa is a greedy little grubber, so this ain't gonna end peacefully.
そうだったなら、ここにたどり着いたのはきっと私が一番だった。残念よ。
It seemed that Rosa knew where the staircase went and what was waiting ahead of her.
言うわね。私より遅くたどり着いたくせに。鮎の皮に悩みすぎたわ。鮎なんて大した意味ないじゃない。
Nah.
そんなことないわよ。立派なヒントだったじゃない。まあ確かに鮎である必要はなかったかも。でも鮎が海に出る魚だと聞いて、私はそれで気づいたの。この奥には
Are you gonna monologue the explanation for us now?
自分の目で確かめたら、あなたの想像をきっと裏切らないわ。怯えないで、姉さん。私はもともと当主が誰になるかなんて興味ない。後ろ宮の席だって興味ないしね。
Why don't you put the gun down?
本音を言うと、自分が当主になるんだってずっと威張り散らしてたク
You
ラ
just want
ス
to get
兄さん
back
か
at him?
ら。
You don't care who it is as long
姉
as
さん
you
がそ
fucking
の
knock
座
him
を
down
奪
a
うなら、
peg?
かえって小気味がいいくらいよ。本気で言ってるの？もちろんよ。私は後ろ宮兄弟のはぐれ者。仮に私が当主跡継ぎだとお父様に指名されたとしても、それを兄さんたちが認めてくれるわけもない。そこまで甘い夢は見て
They
ない
wouldn't need
つも
to.
りよ。
Fuck them.
私にも見せてよ。姉さんの勝利の証を。私は兄弟で取り決めした正当な取り分さえもらえれば、むしろ姉さんがこのゲームの正当な勝利者だと積極的に認めるつもりよ。
But how about you drop the gun?
私を撃っちゃえば、この黄金はローザの独り占めになっちゃうわね。それは同じよ。姉さんが私を撃てば、この黄金は姉さんの独り占め。
For a tense while, the sisters pointed their guns at each other. Eventually, after they sized up the glint in the other's eyes, they lowered their guns. Ava removed her finger from the trigger and held the gun upside down. It was in a position that she couldn't quickly shoot from. And when she saw that, Rosa held hers the same way.
そうね。相手を撃って黄金を独り占めにしようという提案は、お互いにとって魅力的ね。
Yeah, but that would just complicate the matter.
でも台風で隔絶したこの島から突然失踪すれば絶対に大騒ぎになる。
You know, best to fold at this
こ
point.
こに死体を隠せば簡単には見つからないだろうけど、それも絶対ではない。
Yeah, what, you're gonna lug all 100 of these gold ingots out by yourself
何百億円の黄金があろうとも
and just turn the room into a mausoleum?
殺人の罪を犯すリスクには割が合わないわ。むしろそれを出しにされてクラウス兄さんたちに絞り取られるのがオチね。同感よ。ここに現れたのが兄さんやルドルフであるくらいなら、
Mm-hmm.
あんたであったことは不幸中の幸いか
Someone
も
a
し
little
れ
more
ない。
amicable.
私は兄弟であんたを一番信用してるもの。
Mainly because you view her as the least threatening of them,
ありがとう。
but
私も姉さんのこと兄弟で一番信用してるわよ。
must be some real loud thunder here underground.
黄金が見たいわ。見る？私ももう一度見たくなったわ。 この目で見たにもかかわらずまだ現実感がわかんない。
Yeah, have someone else there to verify it with you.
あなたと一緒に見て確かに存在することをもう一度確かめないと。
But maybe leave the guns up here.
霧になって黄金が消えてしまいそうな気がするわ。
Ava started descending the staircase once more. However, she didn't carelessly expose her back to Rosa. Likewise, though at a glance it looked like Rosa had lowered her guard, she definitely didn't show any signs of carelessness. And they reached that room of the witch once again. Rosa also gasped, made speechless by the vast amount of gold. Rosa and Ava walked absent-mindedly through the rose garden. They had left the guest house secretly, so they had to be careful when they returned as well. They had to regain their sense of tension soon.
おめでとう姉さん。
ありがとう。
姉さんが決めたのよね。後宮家当主跡継ぎの肩書きに5割って。ここで聞いてくるとはね。今やそれはクラウス兄さんのことではない。だから姉さんの取り分が5割とその4分の1で125億。すごい取り分じゃない。私は25億で満足よ。
You can buy a whole lot of Powerball tickets with that.
ルドルフ兄さんだって文句は言わないわ。文句を言うのはクラウス兄さんだけでしょうね。
I'll let him.
そうね。何しろ六軒島の実質的管理者は兄さんだもの。
But the gold is on my property, which means it's mine.
そしてその敷地内に黄金があった以上、第一発見者が私でもうまくことを運ばないとややこしいことになりそうよ。
Maybe you get a rainy day fund ready for some legal battles.
ならないわよ。そこまでをも想定して私たちは昨べ散々議論を尽くしたんじゃない。
果たしてそううまくいくかしらね。私はもうすっかり興奮は冷めてるわよ。ここからの調整の方がむしろ問題ね。
それは新しき後宮家当主の問題ね。姉さんが楽しむべき問題よ。私には関係ないわ。
言うわね。
第二発見者として姉さんに協力するから、どうか例の前払い分、私の1億5000万だけは
You know,
3月までにお
a
願
little
い。
down payment.
いいわ。私に協力するならそれくらい気前よく払うわ。私は兄さんじゃないもの。
とりあえずは兄さんたちを驚かせましょう。実際の場所は伏せるにしても早くクラウス兄さんの驚く顔が見たいわ。
ちょっと待ってよローザ。
What?
それをみんなに伝えるのはまだ待って。
どうして？
Don't play your hand.
バカね。決まってるでしょ。相手はあの尊大なクラウス兄さんにずる賢いルドルフなのよ。やがては発表するにしても今はまだ早いわ。
Don't wanna, expose a weak point.
どうやって話を進めるか慎重に検討してからじゃないと。せっかく見つけた黄金を全て兄さんにかすめ取られることもあり得るわよ。
Ava had thought she had just said something completely obvious. So when she saw Rosa's expression suddenly cloud over, she was a little surprised.
何か不満なの？クラウス兄さんたちの性分はあんただってよく知っているでしょう
I
か。
don't think Ava's trying to play you here, Rosa.
姉さん、それはルール違反よ。
What rules?
何の話よ。
私たちは誰が黄金を見つけても
Oh, okay.
すぐに報告するというルールになっていたはずよ。それを渋ればルールの根底が崩れて後で何かの火種になるかもしれないわ。クラウス兄さんが狡猾であるならばあるほどに、そのルール違反は後でこじれるわ。
バカ言わないで。ここは兄さんの島なのよ。
Rules, contracts, magic.
そしてさっきの黄金はキャッシュじゃない。
They hold a lot of sway on this island right now.
10トンもの莫大な換金物の山なのよ。運び出して現金化するには相当の手間をかけるわ。そしてそれはこの島を実効支配している兄さんにあらゆる面で有利に働くわ。そんなこともわからないの？
Yeah,
あん
you
た
can't
は。
just stuff it all in your suitcase and carry it off with you tomorrow.
そういう腹の探り合い。私は自分の取り分の25億をはっきり確定させたいだけ。もちろん姉さんが私に現金25億をあとは姉さんがどう交渉しようと勝手よ。
But I doubt you have that much fiat currency on you at the moment.
私の取り分が手元に入るまでは私は兄弟のルールを遵守するわ。
何を甘いことを。あんた兄さんのずる賢さを何も分かってない。
Wasn't that Rosa didn't understand the craftiness of her older siblings? In that sense, Rosa more or less understood Ava's caution. But in her heart, she couldn't clear away her even greater suspicion that Ava wanted to keep all the gold to herself. Because she knew that Ava was at least as crafty as the other siblings, if not more. In other words, by quickly informing the siblings of the gold's discovery, Rosa wanted to put a stop to any chance Ava had to keep the gold all to herself.
ローザ、悪いけど今だけは私の言うことを聞きなさい。
Trust the plan.
言うことを聞かないと1億5000万は用意できないってこと。
そういう言い方をしているつもりはないわ。でもあなたが本当にそのお金を必要としているなら、
Yeah, you know, you'll get it either way, but you know, it's more convenient if you just go along.
兄さんたちに話せばその当然の取り分すらもなくなってしまうかもしれない。それは嫌でしょう。
What you plan doing with that gun there, Rosa? For a while, a severe expression that she'd never shown to her sister before rose to Rosa's face. There wasn't even a trace of her restraint as a younger sister. There was just the ruthlessness, no, the seriousness of a single human arguing about a vast sum of wealth. Ava made light of it, chuckling.
やれやれ、物騒な殺人事件が起こったばかりでその犯人がまだ島の中にいるかもしれないってのね。こんなところで立ち話なんて私たちもつくづく不用心ね。
どうせ使用人たちの茶番でしょ。この島で殺人事件なんてもともと起こってないのよ。
All the servants are fucking playing pretend? What do you mean?
あら、やっぱりそう思う
？6人の死亡状況ではっきり説明がつくわ。あの6人の密室は外部犯行では絶対に作れない。
What, they all locked themselves in and feigned their own
南
deaths?
條先生は全員死んでるって言ったけど、
Okay, Nanjo's in on it because he's your old man's friend.
これは全てお父様が仕組んだ手の込んだお芝居よ。使用人たちはみんな死んだふりをしているだけよ。もともと殺人なんか起こってない。殺人犯なんか寄りついてるわけがないのよ。
Good theory, but we know from the red text, this ain't gonna hold any water.
へえ、あんたがそれに気づくとは意外ね。割と怯えてるように見えたからそこまでは気づいてないと思ったのに。
私、そういう場の空気は読む方なの。
Sure about that?
おかげさまで鍛えられたから。
Well, I guess it's the survival instincts of the younger sibling. I also have those. That's right. Before we realized it, the servants had died, and the members of the Ushirame family had become the only ones on this island. And after Najo had proclaimed the deaths of the servants, and the relatives had begun to discuss the riddle of the epitaph, he had disappeared off upstairs as though he was in the way.
すべて私たちに非分に挑戦してもらおうというお芝居よ。だからこそ姉さんが勝利者であるという宣言が必要なのよ。あの焼死体が本当のお父様なわけがない。足の指の数が同じ死体をどこかで調達してわざわ
Alright.
ざ悪心に焼いてみせたの。
Got a cadaver from like a medical institute and just fucking threw it in the fire.
きっとどこかに隠
Got it
れ
nice and charred.
私たちがどう振る舞うかを監視してるわ。姉さんが黄金鏡に至ったこともきっとすでに知るところよ。だからこそ早く姉さんが勝利者であると宣言すべき。きっとお父様がどこからともなく現れて手を叩きながら姉さんこそが跡継ぎだと宣言してくれるわ。
Well, that would be nice. But,
まあでも私は姉さんから1億5000万を無心しなくてはならない以上何も逆らうことなんかできないわね。
yeah, but, let's get the show on the road, huh?
私の言うことを聞いて兄さんたちには黙っている、そこをはっきりさせなさいローザ。
私は話したいわ。ルールを定めたのはつい昨べよ。それを保護にすべきではないわ。
もちろん必ず兄弟の前で発表はするわ。
Just like on the boat ride
でも
back?
その前によく状況を確認したいのよ。10トンの黄金の運び出し、そして換金、公平な分配、それを兄さんに出し抜かれずに行える裏付けが取れるまでしばらく考える時間が欲しい。それまで発表を待ちたいというだけの話
It's
よ。
gonna be pretty tricky to do that unless you somehow get him and the family, his family, off the island for, a week
決して
when you get a
独
moving
り占
crew
め
in
したく
here.
て内緒にするわけじゃないわ。
やがてはきっとみんなに発表するのね。
もちろんよ。私だって早く兄さんの鼻を明かしてやりたいもの。
But good things come to those who wait.
姉さんの言う考える時間というのはどの
そんなの
Sorry,
考
Rose,
え
I
て
didn't
み
mean
な
to
く
cut
ち
you
ゃわ
off.
からないわ。
一晩あればそれは十分。
一晩ってそんなの約束できないわよ。
次期当主の姉さんに敬意を表して一晩は姉さんに協力するわ。
Yeah, after that, well, might
私
just
の親
spill the
族会
beans
議は
herself.
台風が通り過ぎて船が迎えに来る明日の朝まで。そうね、海猫の鳴く頃にはお開きになる。そこまでは私も黙ってることにする。
Thank you for only saying it one
それ
time.
以上の考える時間が必要だというのなら
Last episode,
その時に
episode 2,
改め
at
て
the
相
end,
談し
when
ま
they
しょう。
said, when the seagulls cried, fucking 15 times in a row, I was about to claw my own eyes out.
私は姉さんの立場を最大限汲み取って協力するわ。
あんた食えないわね。びっくりよ。それだけのたくましさがあったなんて。
女は子を持つと強くなるって本当ね。マリアを産んで、
Mm-hmm.
私はそれを強く自覚し
Turn
た
into a fucking mama bear.
わかったわ。とりあえずはあんたの協力に感謝するわ。明日の話は明日すればいいことよ。
ええ、そうね。
When the seagulls cried.
姉さんが黄金を独り占めにするなんて考えない。公平な当主跡継ぎだと信じてる。
What? No.
もちろんでしょ。ちゃんと黄金は兄弟で山分けするわよ。
Yeah, deal's a deal.
いやよ、これは私が見つけた。
It's mine. Oh,
私たちが碑文の謎を解いたんだから。だからこの黄金は全て私のものだってば。誰にも譲らないわ。
You gonna give in to your greedy inner
私が
child,
後ろ宮
Ava?
家の当主なのよ。私が
Fucking Fafnir it up, turn into a dragon, consumed by your greed. In a loud voice, the witch inside Ava claimed exclusive possession of everything. Of course, that didn't come close to reaching Rose's ears, but it probably didn't even reach Ava's either.
わらわがそれを認めようぞ。そなた魔女の碑文に選ばれし正当なる後ろ宮家の当主。今こそそれを我が名において
Hey,
認めよう。
Beatrice, you making your grand entrance? Or are you talking to internal Ava? Oh god. Now it's getting complicated.
その格好、まさか本当にベアトリーチェ。
Maybe Beatrice was happy that Ava called her by her own name. She cackled pleasantly. In concert with that laugh, Gold butterflies rose up as though a storm of gold dust had broken out in the room. And the room shone the color of gold.
いかに
Gold dust, probably real bad for the lungs.
わらわが黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェである
Like golden lung. Ugh.
そう怯えることはないぞわらわはそなたの偉業をたたえておる本当に素晴らしいあの碑文の謎を見事
So
解いてみせた
Ava's internal like partition has become a external extra character?
わらわを感嘆させるに値する
あの手紙の差出人はあなたなら私は全ての黄金と後ろ宮家の家督を引き継げるのよねあなたはそうあの手紙に記したわそして私はその挑戦に打ち勝った
わらわはそれを認めよう今やこの積み上げられた黄金のすべて後ろ宮家のすべてをどうしようもそなた
Well,
の自由
this is complicated now.
何しろ今この瞬間よりそなたはもう後ろ宮家の当主なのだ
Gonna toss over the ring?
本当に
That's an interesting face.
だよね本当よね
わらわはそなたを率直に褒めているその証そなたにこれを授ける
Beatrice took a ring off her own finger and held it out to Ava. She fearfully accepted it and realized that it was a ring.
これまさか
金蔵より返還された後ろ宮家当主の証である
Neat.
黄金の指輪だ今よりそれはそなたのものそれを指にはめ兄弟たちの前で高々と掲げるがよいそなたが今や後ろ宮家の家督を継いだことに
Ava stared closely at the ring. It certainly wasn't a fake. Without a doubt, it was the real thing. She, who had dreamed of receiving this ring someday, and who had stared fixedly at it countless times, could say that for certain. This ring, and now designated her as its new owner, and had been handed over to her. And, timidly, she put it on the middle finger of her left hand. Transformation! Henshin! In that instant, she felt a deep emotion welling up inside her that she had never felt before. Her mind grew blank, both eyes opened wide. That ring was on her own finger. Not in a dream, in reality.
その指輪も喜んでおろうそれほどまでに指に通すことを夢見ていたそなたのもとへ行くことができたのだから
指輪お父様の指輪
そなたはそのようにして自らの指に
Why are you talking so quiet, Beatrice?
どれほどの世に夢見てきたの
I haven't fiddled with any of my audio levels.
その思いの強さがそなたの魔法に通じそれを実
Get a little
現
closer
させ
to
た
the mic, you know.
そなたは今や立派な魔女を名乗る資格があろう
Great, just what we need. More witches.
あなたは何者なの本当にベアトリーチェなの
我こそは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチ
Uh-huh.
ェ後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師金蔵との契約に従いそなたに今こそ全てを受け継ごうぞ
Well, that's an interesting conclusion to this round.
金蔵に託した全ての黄金そしてそれにより築き上げた全ての財産そして後ろ宮家の家督と名誉そして我が力と無限の魔女の称号をそなたに引き継ごう
Great.
魔女の称号
わらわのすべての魔力無限の魔女にして黄金の魔女の称号をそなたに引き継
Well, you're taking this pretty well.
ぐ仙台にして称号とともにわらわの名ベアトリーチェ
So, what's your new name gonna be?
今こそそなたが名乗るがよかろう
Ava gulped. The chandelier light, which had seemed dim, now felt too
我
bright.
が名においてこれより黄金の魔女の継承を執り行おうぞ。
Portrait change! The instant that Beatrice made that proclamation, a golden brilliance buried everything. And it changed into a majestic space that looked like a throne room. In the throne room, there's a crowd of Beatrice's minions and brethren, as well as countless gold butterflies, celebrating this first succession ceremony in 1,000 years. And there was Beatrice, in the throne that only the Endless Witch was permitted to sit in, holding a golden staff, reigning with a dazzling dignity. Without being ordered by anyone, Ava automatically kneeled, hanging her head down. A goat attendant respectfully offered Beatrice a golden staff modeled after the one-winged eagle. After Beatrice stood up and received that staff, she laid the tip of it on Ava's shoulder and spoke. It was a proclamation 1,000 years in coming.
後宮エヴァ、そなたは魔女の碑文の謎を見事にこの黄金鏡へたどり着いた。その偉業をたとえそなたに無限の魔法のすべて、無限と黄金の両魔女の称号を引き継ぎ、そなたはこれを我が名ベアトリーチェを名乗るがよかろう。
Cool! That updated the character sheet somewhere. Great! Ava Beatrice solved the riddle of the witch's epitaph and was hailed as the new Endless Witch. Has a natural talent for magic and is expected to grow into an extraordinary great witch. In many cases, genius witches are swallowed by their own power while they are still young. That is the trial permitted only to geniuses, and those who overcome it will surely leave their name in the history of the Endless Witch. Will she be able to overcome the trial that defeated her predecessor? And did it update her? No.
さあ、面を上げよ。そして立ちてこの杖を受け取れ。
ありがたき幸せ。
Ava stood up dizzily and took the magic staff from Beatrice's hand. Her hand was trembling slightly. As soon as she grasped that staff, she was wrapped up in the brilliant sparkle of gold, as though gold butterflies were flowing out from inside her. And the instant she succeeded the Golden Witch, Ava felt something in the depths of her soul be reborn. To describe it in a word, it was energy. Energy with a gold color. Felt as though she had been half asleep ever since she was born, and she had now awoken for the first time in her life. It's like a level up quote in Morrowind or Oblivion. For the first time in her life, she felt her true eyes inside her eyes open. Realize, realize, realize. Don't look so fucking upset, Lamb Delta, jeez.
黄金の魔女にふさわしい美しき装いよ。さあ、一同の者たちにそなたの姿を見せてやるがよい。そなたこそが今や新しき魔女であることを知らしめてやるがよい。
Ava, no, the new Beatrice turned around timidly. When she did, the witch's minions, which filled the vast throne room, honored her with a wild applause that sounded like the roaring of the sea.
さあ、皆の者、ベアトリーチェの肖像画をすべて新しきベアトリーチェに差し替えよ。新しきベアトリーチェに祝いの言葉を捧げ
Not
よ。
confusing at all.
新しきベアトリーチェよ。黄金の魔女の継承。
Ah, yes, Beatrice, 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 great.
あなたが一日も早く誇り高き黄金の魔女として
そして無限の魔女として一人前になることを願っていますよ。
頑張ります。
やんちゃな先代と違い、あなたには無限の魔女にふさわしい落ち着きを期待していますよ。
So, are you gonna be involved in the next games, or?
お師匠様、今は真面目な儀式中なんだから。
Let the old lady say her
なしで
piece.
頼むよ。
黄金の魔女の継承おめでとうござい
So,
ます。
does like the title come with all the furnishings, like pre-furnished with Ronove and the seven stakes,
新
or?
しきベアトリーチェ様、私はロノウエと申します。黄金の魔女様にお使いを許されているこれより常におそばに控えております。
Okay, guess he does.
何か不自由がございましたらいつでもお申し付けください。
ありがとう。
ロノウェは口は悪いが頼れる男だ。
I mean, he's mainly just rude to you.
魔女としての新しき日々への戸惑いはその男に相談すれば晴れるであろう。
そして先代ベアトリーチェ様、ようやくこうしてお会いできたのにこれ以上のお使いを許されずとても残念です。この1000年間
Yeah, you seem to have got handed off real quick. I mean, you only showed up, a couple parts ago.
深く感謝いたします。
そなたのせいに退屈はなかった。新しき魔女の世話、どうかよろしく頼む。
はい、先代ベアトリーチェ様の最後のご命令、このロノウェしかと聞き届けました。
感謝しなさいよ。
What did you do?
あんたの魔女継承の推薦人にサインしてあげたんだからね。
Okay,
つまり私が
you were a legal
あんた
witness.
は魔女になれなかったってわけだから少しは感謝なさいよね。
こちらは絶対の魔女ラムダ・デルタ卿。そなたの無限の魔女継承には元老院の魔女の推薦が必要だ。
There's a witch senate?
ラムダ・デルタ卿はそなたを推薦され後見人となってくださった。
ちょっとレア子、この子感謝が足りないわ。
Yeah, she said thanks. It's all going into her head, spinning. There's a lot of stuff going
や
on.
っぱ推薦やめる。
推薦人は子供の使いじゃないでしょう。サインしたならきっちり責任取りなさい。
Yeah, you gotta feed her, take her for walks,
ラムダ・デルタ卿
clean up after her.
絶対の魔女でもある。絶対の魔女、運命を強固にする絶対の運命を好む。そなたの今日までの努力をとても気に入り高く評価してくだされた。
Voices just seem really quiet today. I don't know why. Config. Go. Do I need to bump them up? Like, what's going on? No, it's all the same still. I guess it's just something with my headset. Maybe I fiddled with some settings when I wasn't paying attention.
まあ不遇の少女時代と報われない。
Like on my PC side.
ちょっとだけ同情しただけなんだから。別にかわいそうだからとか思ったわけじゃないわよ。うぬぼれないでよね。そんな。
Yep, yep, since then.
あなたの継承
Just throw a little dairy in there every now and
奇跡と
again.
いうよりは偶然ね。私が推薦するのが赤石。
こちらはベルンカステルス。とても気難しい御人での。だがこうして参列し祝福してくれただけでも行幸というものよ。
1000年ぶりの珍しいイベントだから
Yeah,
来ただ
Burn
け。
Burn sounds fine. It's just Beatrice who's like talking to the mic from all the way back. Like, come on.
美味しいお酒も出るそうです。
You gotta booze it up.
新しきベアトリーチェ様、ぜひ私たちにもご挨拶させてください。どうもはじめまして。
The seven sisters of Purgatory formed a line side by side. The eldest sister, Lucifer, took a step forward and kneeled.
こやつらはわらわに使いしかぬ。継承祝いにそなたに使わ そなたは黄金の魔女を継承した後、自らの復活の儀式
Yep, time to kill everyone.
もらわねばならない。その儀式において煉獄の七姉妹たちは欠かせぬ役割を果たす。癖も驚いたが役には立つぞ。手足とするなら
常にベアトリーチェ様のおそばに。何事もお命じください。必ずや遂行してご覧に入れます。
Even after that, various nobles and minions visited and offered words of congratulations for the new witch. As she responded to them confusedly, she felt as though she was getting lightheaded due to a lack of oxygen. She couldn't tell if this was something real or unreal. But there was just one thing she could understand. A feeling of achievement at being permitted to call herself the Golden Witch. That alone was a truth she could definitely understand.
これはどういうことなんだ。
Yeah, explanation.
もちろん鵜呑みにするつもりはねえが、一体どういう意味なんだ。
Virgilia, help!
エヴァおばさんが新しいベアトリーチェに魔女になっちまったっていうのか。そんなバカな。
わらわも驚いておる。まさかあの碑文を解く者が
Yeah,
現
so
れる。
early. Jeez.
しかしそういうルールだ。わらわはそれに
So
のっ
is
とり
our game like
黄金の魔
invalid
女
now?
の我が名を引き継がねばならない。
Or is it still going until, you know, Battler accepts you as a witch, or
驚かれるには値しますまい。
the plot threads are getting confuddled?
お嬢様はもとよりそういうルールを手紙に記されて公示されております。エヴァ様がそれを最初に成し遂げた、それだけのことでございます。
ワルギリア。
Yep, help! Help! Explain it so we can understand.
おりますとも。
この茶番が意味するところは何だ。おかしな魔女たちが次々と現れる描写はあいつのざれ言だとしても、これじゃまるでエヴァおばさんが魔女になっちまったみたいじゃないか。
Yeah, like a different version of her?
落ち着いて。黄金の魔女という称号が継承され、あるいは以後
She needs to
自
revive
称するだ
first?
けに過ぎません。
Is she like in her chrysalis?
この継承式はそれをあの子の解釈で演出したものに過ぎないに違いない。同じ手に何度もかからないで。
Okay.
そうだな。この盛大な式典は全てまやかしだ。
All paper
エ
mache.
ヴァおばさんが碑文の謎を解いたことまでは事実。そしてそれは同時に後ろ宮家の家督を受け継いだことも指す。そして10トンの黄金を得たということは、エヴァおばさんが黄金の魔女を自称してもいい。
Eh, sure.
くそ、相変わらずややこしいことをしやがって。
やれやれ、無粋なる人間には式典の総合さを介することもできぬか。まあよ、空気を読めぬのが人間というもの。そなたを哀れには思うが、責めは
what
せ
can
ぬ
you
ぞ。
do?
くそ、かわいそうな人を見るような目で見やがって。だがとりあえず確認をする必要はある。
Yeah, let's snap back to reality, huh?
それは若返ったエヴァおばさんみたいな分身。つまり
Yeah, what about the,
新しいベアトリーチェとかいうやつの定義についてだ。
our Ava?
あれは何なんだ。
わらわがそれを語ろうと。どうせそなたは、魔
Yes.
法は信じぬ、魔女は信じぬの一点張りであろう。だからわらわから説
Can
明
there
すること
be
は
two Avas existing at the same time, or because now one Ava is Beatrice, they're not the same, which means they can
そなた
coexist?
が思う通りに信じればよ。
俺が思う通りだと。じゃあどう解釈すりゃいいんだ。
後ろ宮エヴァの内面的別存在の視覚化と今は捉えていただき、
Okay, cool.
差し支えないかと思いますよ。
So I was right when I said like the internal partition has broken off.
今はそう理解するのが妥当でしょう。
つまりエヴァおばさんも彼女も 同じ人物だと理解すべきなんだろ。くそ、なんだか気持ち悪い展開になったぜ。
そういうわけで、これよりベアトリーチェはわらわの名ではない。
So what's your new name gonna be?
後ろ宮エヴァに引き継いだからな。というわけで、わらわは名なしだ。
Sure.
バトラー、何かわらわに適当なふさわしき名はないものか。そなたの推薦を受けるぞ。
Sure wanna
何
do
か
that?
上品で気品あふれて、できればちょっぴりキュートな名前はないものか。
お前なんかベアトのまんまで十分だぜ。ベアトとベアトリーチ
Get stuck with your
ェ
fucking
で十分区
nickname.
別つくだろ。
ベアトの生か。違和感はないが、なぜだかつまらない。
Yeah, it's something you name your dog or cat, but
紅茶の温度と女心はいつの時代にも難しゅうございます。
not really. Especially that I have my electronic kettle that can, you know, regulate temperature.
バトラ君、とにかく以後は冷静に。この子が
Yeah, don't get swept up in the
ベアトリーチェだった時
storm.
に比べれば、現在の彼女は後ろ宮エヴァと判別がつくだけ私たちに状況は有利です。
だからこそかえって気に入らねえんだがな。何を考えてるんだベアトのやつめ。
Yeah, introducing a new player in the middle of our game. Over there, Auntie Ava, who had the figure of her younger days and who now possessed the name Beatrice, a long line forming of witches wishing to bless her. It was like a witch's coronation. Countless gold butterflies flapped their wings, directing this fantastical gold sparkling space. They were all praising her. As I stared from the distance, I looked at the Beatrice given new life, who had a slightly embarrassed smile on her face. Her expression, which had been hesitant at first, seemed to be full of a happiness that she had finally become aware of. That expression wasn't a trace of the madness that had led to her, but that had led her to that insane laugh before the gold. There was only the innocence of relishing her joy. Since I deny witches, I couldn't accept her as she showed that joyful expression at her witch succession ceremony. However, as I watched that innocent smile, it made me feel like I wanted to celebrate her just for now. The moment when a strong effort is successful and rewarded is always a beautiful thing. Auntie Ava, who had always yearned to succeed the head, and had worked hard since she was young without being rewarded, had spectacularly taken hold of the change given to her by the riddle of the epitaph, and finally gained that position. Divine is the smile of a person whose childhood dreams have been granted. I definitely won't accept witches. But Battler put his hands together, making a small sound. Clap, clap. Didn't reach her ears, but it did celebrate her.
おめでとう
Yeah,
よ
a little golf clap.
エヴァおばさん。
May you turn out not a twisted fucking monster like Beatrice. Beato. You solved the riddle of the epitaph masterfully and before anyone else. It's your victory without any complaints. I won't accept all this about the Golden Witch and so on, but I will accept you as the new head of the Ushirmiya family, and I will celebrate you honestly. As though lured by Battler's applause, Beato also clapped. It was a slightly odd scene, because Battler and Beato, who opposed each other, were sitting next to one another, applauding for the same person.
魔女に拍手してるわけじゃねえぞ。
Yeah, for the person.
エヴァおばさんのこれまでの努力に拍手してんだぞ。
わらわもだぞ。あの碑文を見事に解いたエヴァに対し、率直に祝福の拍手を送っておる。
お前と一緒に拍手してるってのが気に入らねえが、ま、今は気にしねえことにするぜ。
Yeah, just enjoy the
た
moment.
まにゃお前と一緒に拍手しても罰は当たらねえか。
たまにはおつぼや。しかし、拍手って楽しいな。
Yeah, you gotta learn how to clap good. You gotta form like the little air pocket so it's really loud. Don't just like slap your meaty hands together. You gotta like kind of cup them a bit, so that way they go like.
祝福するってことは、その喜びを共感する、共有するって意味だからな。
Is Beatrice able to empathize with people?
ではこのわけもなく嬉しい気持ちはそなたとも共有できているというわけ
Ew, gross. Sharing anything with Beato.
互いを屈服させようとする敵同士でありながらこれは奇異な体験
ま、今だけは休戦で。
Yeah, it's a party. Beato laughed impishly, playing around and applauding even louder, as though eagerly trying to lose to Battler as she clapped. Battler went along with her and clapped even louder. And when they did, as though he had ended some kind of ceremony, everyone pressed their hands together in loud applause and highly praised the newborn Beatrice. It was just as though Battler and Beato's applause had been the final thing needed for her succession. Almost like you're praising the new Beatrice, praising her name. Part of the epitaph. Same time, different place. But with that, unfortunately, is where we're going to have to end it here for today because, you know, I also just recorded 2 hours beforehand and I need to go to bed and I'm going to wake up and I plan on recording more of both Mihoyo and this because I go to work later tonight and, you know, I still need that backlog built up. So, once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you all next time for the next episode of Umineko, where I guess Ava spills the beans that she won. Maybe, I don't know. And then this new Beatrice, if she's gonna enter into the equation, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. We'll reconvene next time. Bye. Mwah.